Hey guys, we have Mary Lou here with CryoUSA Solutions, and they are resellers of our machine that we're getting called the Cryo Arctic. So, Mary Lou, let's talk a little bit about cryotherapy and what is it?
Yeah, so cryotherapy is 3 minutes of basically submerging your body, whether it be from the shoulder down or fully enclosed like they'll have at the Arctic, into sub-zero temperatures, typically starting at about -166. So for anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes, you're hyper-cooling your body to get a skin temperature drop, and you're causing vasoconstriction. So all that blood from your arms and your legs is rushing to your core, and then whenever you step out, you have an endorphin rush. All that blood is now rich in oxygen and minerals, and over the next 48 hours, you're just gonna feel like you have more energy, you're gonna sleep better, and your body's gonna recover if you just worked out a lot better because of that vasodilation and vasoconstriction of your blood vessels.
Interesting. So what makes it different than an ice bath?
So technically with an ice bath, you're actually not supposed to submerge your chest cavity because of your heart. So your heart,
I may have done that.
yeah, no, and typically people do that and they don't always know that, but you're technically not supposed to. And so what happens in an ice bath is your blood vessels are actually strictly dilating. So your blood is rushing out to your skin because it doesn't want to get frostbite. But in cryotherapy, we're producing a shock in your body. So we're increasing endorphins, we're causing vasoconstriction, and then the dilation. So it's a more prolonged effect. It only takes 3 minutes, whereas ice baths, as you know, are like 10, 15 minutes. They're miserable, they're cold, you're wet. And it's probably a little more sanitary to put 5 people in a cryotherapy unit back to back rather than an ice bath.
I didn't even think about the sanitary issues. I don't want to.
right.
There we go there. So what in? Yeah, and that's interesting. So it's almost like it shocks the body. The body goes, "Oh my goodness, it's way too cold," but it just bring everything to the core to keep my vitals warm, right?
Yeah.
And then once you step out, it's like, "Oh, I'm good."
Everything's cool.
And then because it's not frozen outside, you haven't taken out all your body temperature. It all just kind of rushes back to your extremities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I'm really excited about this. And what is different about the Cryo Arctic machine compared to other cryotherapy units that are available? Or
So your standard, I guess maybe you want to say, the most common cryotherapy unit out there is just from the shoulders down. So anything from the shoulders down, you can't breathe that air. It doesn't have enough oxygen in it for you to be able to breathe it. It's totally oxygen depleted.
so that's why they have their head up above.
Right.
And that's like where it's got the fog and stuff.
Exactly.
You want to keep above that.
Yes. Now with the Arctic, we have a breathable air technology system in it, so it ensures there's always adequate levels of oxygen. So it's cooling you with the air that you and I are breathing right now, but it's being hyper-cooled, the walls are. So then that cold air rushes in there. So if you want to be fully enclosed in the Arctic, you can. There's no breathing issues at all. But if you want your head to be out, that window on the front will roll all the way down so that you can breathe room temperature air. So you're able to cater to really anybody who wants to do cryotherapy. If you're fully enclosed, you can expose that vagus nerve in the back of your head to those cold temperatures, and there's more sensors in your face than there is in your entire body, and they're much more sensitive. So a lot of people will actually say that they feel better after a fully enclosed Arctic session.
So is that what they call whole body cryotherapy? Correct.
Yes.
So that's the difference. It's head to toe, and it's So what ages are allowed to use this?
So in our retail facility that we have, as long as you're 13 and older, you can absolutely do cryotherapy.
Okay.
We don't really allow anybody under 13 to do it just because for the most part they don't need this kind of recovery.
Right.
When you get into high school, you're starting to train a lot harder for college and different ordeals like that. So we do allow high schoolers to do it as long as their parents are okay with it.
Right, absolutely. That makes sense. And is there any upper age limit? Doesn't
No,
matter.
anybody. As long as you can get in, you can do it. And I mean, my parents are older and they love cryotherapy. They love it.
So let's talk a little bit about CryoUSA. Who have you guys worked with? I know you guys have done extensive research and studies on cryotherapy and its benefits and all of that. Can you tell me a little bit about the company?
Yeah, so we started back in 2011. We're the pioneers of the industry. So our retail facility is actually just about to celebrate its 8th year anniversary. We are so excited about that. But we have worked with people like Tony Robbins, the UFC Performance Institute, the Nike Oregon Project. We work with the Arizona Cardinals, the Utah Jazz, the Dallas Mavericks, the Cowboys. I mean, we have quite a few NFL, NBA teams. We have a couple NHL, and then one-offs like even Joe Gibbs Racing for sports cars, which is really cool. We just brought on the PBR, the Professional Bull Riders Association. Which is
they need it.
They really need it. So we work with a lot of athletic teams, but we also have chiropractors that have opened up businesses, physical therapists, massage therapy locations, and then even just your average people who are ready to be their own bosses, who are ready to share cryotherapy with everyone else. So that's really what we're here for. We've done it. We've been through the ringer. We've jumped through the hoops, gone over the speed bumps, so we know insurance, nitrogen, OSHA requirements, financing, things like that. We have it all. We've done it all. We've seen it all. We've made mistakes. So we're here to help you as best as possible so that hopefully you can learn from our mistakes.
Right, absolutely. And that's one of the reasons that really drew me to the company and to the products was simply you guys have been in this industry for so long. You've worked with military, you've worked with other locations. So it's just being one of the leading industry, that's what we're really excited to have, because we're all about being a world-class facility here at CrossFunction Sports Recovery and getting world-class features and equipment in there that work with it.
The Arctic is definitely world-class.
I'm very excited about this.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm ready to get frozen.
Yes.
Thank you so much.